Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. In the last episode we got a ton of beans, and in this episode we're going to get a ton more beans, but first we're going to do a little bit of plot progression because we actually need Bowser to progress forward before we can do anything else with him. So first of all, activate the switch. Obviously this is the way to go to continue going. We've been trying to make it to Dimble One Strip here, or Bumpsy Plains for that matter, anywhere in that general vicinity of where we used to be. But first we need to continue to progress through Bubble Lake. There's just a little bit, tiny little bit to do left. And was that Captain Goomp? Apparently that was Captain Goomp. Why did he run away from us? Where are you going, Captain Goomp? You're a cool guy. Don't run away from me. You're pretty interesting. A private Goomp. Okay, close enough. I was a little wrong there. Is it it's Private Shy Guy and Sergeant Guy and Corp? Okay, I was just completely wrong with all of them. I apparently completely and totally fail. I don't remember. I don't know. Who cares what their names are? But these are basically the guys we met back in Dibblewood who were like, we don't have a bullet bill, but we have a cannon. And then Bowser's like, I'm gonna get a bullet bill. And they were like, yay, we're incompetent minions. But basically, Bowser fills him in on the whole Star Cure thing. And basically, he's going to tell us where the second Star Cure is, because first of all, we have the first one now, so now we need to actually start working towards the second one, although Bowser doesn't yet know that the first one's there, but apparently the second Star Cure is in Bowser's castle. Bowser apparently completely forgot about this in typical Bowser fashion, but he apparently won a Star Cure already from a Koopa named Cuzzle on Plaque Beach. So we normally would have had to go to Plaque Beach, but apparently we already have that one, and it's in Bowser's castle, so now we're going back to Bowser's castle. Round 2 in Bowser's castle, that's where we're heading next. And Dr. Tully is going to sort of show up using a little messenger bird thing to confirm who the second stage is. It is indeed this Cuzzle guy, which confirms that yes, Bowser does indeed have the second Star Cure in his castle. And he also lets him know that, hey, by the way, Mario and Luigi beat you the first one. So, Bowser, you are 0 for 1. Better make it up and get this second one. I like how it's sort of like a race between Mario and Luigi and Bowser to get it, but in the end you're sort of controlling both characters. So it's like a race, except you're both racers. So either way you win, technically. But Bowser's going to be the one who's getting us the second Star Cure. Mario and Luigi got the first one. But Bowser, this one's actually going to be all Bowser. Going ahead and getting this Star Cure. Well, okay, there's going to be a little bit of help from Mario and Luigi, obviously, because all Bowser sections have a little bit of help from Mario and Luigi. Just like most Mario and Luigi sections have a little bit of help from Bowser. But it's going to be mostly Bowser's effort. Going back to his castle once again, the return home once more, because now that we actually have Bly Slam, there's other parts of the castle that we haven't been able to access. In fact, there's actually an entire area there that we only really scraped the surface of Bowser's castle, so we're actually going to be heading back there and doing Bowser's castle for real this time. No more of that theater shenanigans or getting fat and all that stuff. No, we're doing Bowser's castle just for real now. Epic awesomeness. And also, we have a shortcut back to Toad Town, Bubble Lake. Very easy way to get back to do Madame Broke stuff, because we are going to be doing that. And we're actually going to be finally reaching a Chalk Road point really soon. Although, by reaching it, we actually already have it, technically. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. But it's a nice idea to burn these guys, by the way. If you try to punch them, they sometimes dodge you. So burning them is a surefire way to kill them. Get out of here, Chaffle. I don't want to fight you. Go away. We fought you enough times. But, basically, you do want to unlock that shortcut to Toad Town, because that's how we're going to be able to get Bowser, or not Bowser, we're going to be able to get Mario and Luigi over here to the rest of Bubble Lake in order to get the rest of the beans over here, and just be able to progress and reach the second warp pipe in Bubble Lake, because as you remember, there's actually 2 warp pipes in Bubble Lake. So the second one is over here, and later on in this episode, I actually am going to go ahead and head over here, get the rest of the beans in Bubble Lake, and get that warp pipe. Just sort of finish off Bubble Lake for this is sort of the episode where we finish off Bubble Lake for both Bowser, Mario, and Luigi. So none of our characters are going to need to get anything, just anything at all in here anymore. It's just solely going to be us traveling through it. But for all intents and purposes, Bubble Lake, Toad Town, well, not Toad Town, there's still some stuff in Toad Town, but Bubble Lake and Toad Town Caves, completely complete now with all the characters. Nothing more to do there for anyone, which is nice. It's a good feeling to have those sections completely and totally done. So we'll be doing that, and then of course I'll complete other sections of Mario and Luigi in terms of getting beans much later in the LP. It's not something we need to do now, but now that we actually have the warp pipe, as you saw, it's the warp pipe that we had back in Bumpsy Plain long ago. So, like, how many episodes ago is that? Just a lot of episodes ago. I want to say like 10 or 12 episodes ago, we got that warp point, but now we actually have access to it, and because now we have access to it, we can actually go ahead and do a little bit of side quest exploring. First of all, reporting back to Mr. Broke finally to give him like how many Blitties? Like, I think we have like 5. Yeah, I think it is like, no, it's more than 5. It's like 6, I think, 7. I don't know. It's like some really huge number of Blitties. But now I completely went the wrong way. I completely went the wrong way there. Wow, I'm an idiot. But the warp post, the chalk road is actually right there. But as you saw, a reward for getting that was the block fangs, which gives you the same 20% boost as the block band that we got from him before, which also gives the same boost as the hard ring we got from him before. Not a very useful item considering we already have 2 versions of it. So, and I mean, Bowser can only equip 2 pieces of equipment anyway. So, what's the point of having? I mean, even if we were like, oh, we have a band in use already, how are we would have the hard ring, or vice versa. If we had a ring in play already, we could use, you know, if we had the peace ring, we could use the block band. So, overall, the block fangs are just kind of completely useless. Like, there's really no viable reason why we need them. But unfortunately, I mean, we're not really doing Zero Broke for the accessory prizes. We're doing it for the grand prize at the end, which is actually pretty badass. He mentioned his Broggy. Yeah, just in the future, this side quest is definitely worth completing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and update it right now. And then I just want to quickly show off right there that there's also a little that switch over there that we saw long ago, back in like episode 4. That actually leads you to the tunnels from way back where we fought like the Chinoombas and had the whole Monty Mill thing. In fact, it lets you where you did the whole Monty Mill drill side quest. So I guess just a little interesting point to show off. But the most interesting thing is we're back in the pump works. You do have to head over here back to Black Beach because you do need the water here. So now that Bowser has access to water again, we can re-explore Pump Works, and there's actually a whole bonus section up here we can only access once we have the drill. So just little secret section here that you can actually pull off. I'm not sure how many people actually know this. I completely forgot this thing existed until I just discovered it by chance. I was like, oh wow, there's actually something in Pump Works you can get. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, once you have access to a Chocobo Point, make sure you stop back at Black Beach and go ahead and pick this stuff up, because believe it or not, there's actually a very, very, very good accessory here. Definitely one of the best accessories in the game, although I forget if they get a better version of it later on. But for this point in the game, it is absolutely just amazing. And the best part is, you know, it doesn't really matter about the enemies here because they're the Pump Works enemies, and we've beaten them all. They pretty much get one shot by anything at this point. In fact, first strikes kill them instantly. All 6 of those Goombules just got completely obliterated in seconds, and I love that. So really, you don't really have to worry about fights here or by getting overleveled. Just avoid them just to save 2 seconds, but if you can't avoid them, just make sure you get a first strike on them and you'll just wipe out the entire enemy force instantly. And that's pretty funny. Tiny little bit of a pipe maze here. This actually leads us to the better of the items we can get here. So definitely, I'm just gonna take I can't talk today, why not? Take this pipe first, it'll lead you to a pretty good item. But then we'll take the other path and just sort of finish that off as well. Nothing really too special here. It's just for bonus equipment and items. But like I said before, very, very, very much worth it. And it's this item right here, Guardian Socks. Now remember how I said last time that we're going to get an upgrade of both the SP Socks and the Nurse Socks? This is what they are. The SP shoes. No, I think they're SP Socks. Whatever. As you can see, it gives you double the HP of the Nurse Sock, so it gives you 8 HP a turn. So right now we're already obviously definitely the best HP recovery item we have. The Siphon Boots wouldn't get anywhere near close to 8 HP at this point. Give us maybe another like 20, 30 HP and it'll be even. But on top of that, and what makes it even better, is that it gives you 2 SP a turn as well. So it gives you 8 HP and 2 SP, which means Luigi can now actually start not really spamming, but he can use bro attacks more often and still get some SP recovery to use more bro attacks in the future. So if you're faced with a particularly tough enemy, you can go ahead and bust out a green shell. Green shells now for Luigi cost 1 SP a turn only, because it costs 3 SP to use them, but then you get 2 back a turn. So overall, if you just kept spamming green shells every turn for Luigi, you'd only be losing 1 SP a turn. So now Luigi, just by the ability to use bro items often, he can actually sort of use these items just a lot faster. He can use these bro items a lot more, and they'll just sort of work out in the end. So very good item to get. Probably something I'll keep on in the long run. If you really want really extra HP boost, like I said, you can equip the Guardian Socks and the Siphon Boots, be getting 8 HP a turn and 2 SP a turn, and then 5% of your HP back every time you did a jump attack, which overall does add up to be quite a lot of it adds up to quite a lot of HP back a turn if you really wanted to be extra defensive like that. I'm still gonna keep the Happy Charm on there just because Lucky Attack combined with, you know, say a bro item like a Green Shell, that just racks up a ton of damage, and it definitely makes Luigi turn into a powerhouse while still being a tank. You know, if you, I guess the golden rule of RPGs is if you can have a tank that can still do a lot of damage, you have a good thing going. And right now, Luigi is a tank that can do a lot of damage and still has a lot of HP recovery in the meantime, which is pretty awesome. So Luigi, congratulations, you've become a badass thanks to those Guardian Socks. Mario doesn't really have any good items, but I mean, his Dizzy Boots, actually. Dizzy Boots are certainly a very good item for Mario, so we have a very nice offensive powerhouse in Mario and a very nice defensive tank that can spam SP skills in Luigi, which is just pretty awesome. Who doesn't love mana regen or SP regain or whatever the heck sort of system it is in RPGs? Always really useful. But we're back here in Bowser Path. We just did a little shortcut through Bumpsy Plains here. And there's actually a shortcut to Bowser's Castle in here. So lucky for you guys, we don't need to actually go through Bowser's Castle again. If you just use the Buy Slime, you can get over here really quickly and get a really quick path back to Bowser's Castle. Just sort of skip all the hoopla because there's no Chalk Road there yet. We will actually get one pretty soon, but there's no Chalk Road there yet. So as you can see, just punch down this little bridge thing, and we're back in Bowser's Castle. So yay for Warp Pipes, saving us time overall. Also, they still have some pretty interesting dialogue here. Fawful cookies! Just kind of sound pretty yummy. I could go for a cookie right now. This move's important, though, because he kind of gives you a hint as to where you need to go. If you remember last time when I was showing off Bowser's Castle, or the Fawful Theater, as you can call it, the underground is actually blocked. There's a little path to the right, there's a pipe over to the right. I'll show it off again in a little bit. Well, not in a little bit, in next episode. But there's a pipe over to the right that leads to the underground, but it's blocked by a giant statue. So, as the Boo hints, you'd be best to go check out the balcony, because the balcony is actually going to help us get into a different path in the underground, because, I don't know if Bowser mentioned this or not, but the underground is where Bowser's treasure hoard is located, so, basically, you know, the safe, the start here is going to be in the underground. So, Bowser's Castle underground is going to be where we're going to be heading next. Obviously, the switch here is how we get here to the first place, the balcony, and if you head up here, we finally get ourselves, we get ourselves a cutscene first. There's basically, Fawful blocked the passage to the underground, so we're going to need to find a new way in here. But that's something we're going to deal with next episode, finding a new way into the underground. In the meantime, I'm just going to quickly be like, hey look, it's a Chalk Road point. So, if you need to go back anywhere, there's a Chalk Road point right here. And with that, guys, I'm going to leave Bowser at where he is right now, and actually have full health. Why am I heading in here? I thought I had damage to my health, but apparently I didn't. So we're going to actually head to the pipe yard, and like I promised, I'm going to quickly go ahead and get the rest of the Blubble Lake beans. I'm actually going to the Toad Town pipe as opposed to the Blubble Lake pipe. It's actually a little closer to go to this pipe as opposed to the one in Blubble Lake already, because, as you saw, the Blubble Lake pipe, the path we want to go is over here. And the Blubble Lake pipe that we accessed last time is way down there, so there's really no reason to go to that one. Toad Town pipe is way closer. So now that we have this path unlocked, we can actually head over here with Mario and Luigi, and like I said, get the rest of the beans. So, the beans, yes, I cannot talk today in the slightest. Just one of those days where commentary does not come very naturally to me. But, there's a ton of beans over here. I think there's like 20-something beans, 18, I think. I think it's 21 beans overall. I've got 3 last time, so I think it's 21 total. So, 18 beans to get here. And there's a lot of them over here. It's actually not too hard. There is a nice little secret section, though, that has another decently interesting item. Not one I'm going to make much use out of, but I will use it at one point. I'll explain why when I get to it, why I'm going to end up using it. But it's something that you can equip if you need to. It's certainly a decently good tanking option. So I'll show it. I'll explain when we actually get the item. It's in here in this little hidden section that you can access by digging. What we need to do to get the item actually is first of all we need to make sure this Fawful mole doesn't kill us, and then we go. Or is it? Yeah, it's a Fawful mole, Mawful mole, something like that. I don't remember. But it's right here, Deluxe HP Socks. So we got HP Socks way back in the beginning of the game. Those gave 20% HP. These ones give 30% extra maximum HP. So not a horrible tanking option, but you know, it is better than HP Socks. So I'm actually going to make use of it in the future. Like I said, I'll explain why when I get to that point. But for now, I'm going to leave them off because I prefer the other setup with the Dizzy Boots and the Small Shell and the, obviously, the Guardian Socks. Amazing item. And I'd rather have Luigi have the Happy Charm, obviously, over the extra 30% HP. With his 8 HP recovery, he doesn't need extra HP, really. He's tanky enough, and even then, I'd prefer the Siphon Boots over the extra 30 HP, or over the extra 30% HP, because getting 5% of your HP back a turn. I mean, after 6 jumps, you've pretty much made as much HP, and then any jumps after that, you've made even more. So I think overall, you're better off having the extra HP recovery of the Siphon Boots over a 30% gain. That being said, the deluxe HP socks aren't that bad of an item, so if you want to equip them on Luigi or Mario, that's certainly a good one to equip. It's certainly a good choice in my opinion. So go ahead and equip those. They're right there if you need them. I showed them off. I got the item. That's really what's important. There's a few more beans over here. I'm gonna head to the Albert path that I just showed off at the end, because I'm sure you can guess what's actually up there just based on what I've been saying and what I kind of shut off last time. You can guess what's up there, and that's why I'm saving it for last. But if you don't, then I'll tell you in a little bit. For now, there's a few more beans up here. The tough part here actually is this. There's also another item up here. This one's not that great in my opinion. It's not bad. I mean, it gives you an extra 20% SP attack power, so your special attacks will do an extra 20% of damage. So imagine that on the Super Bouncers. Oh boy. But it does also increase your SP cost by 20%. So overall, I mean, yeah, you gain a little bit of extra time, but you don't really gain that much of anything extra. The tough part of getting these beans, by the way, is this Croffle. He can easily ambush you. Make sure you wait till he's tired and then sort of quickly move up there and grab them. Luckily, they do get tired, else they'd be almost impossible to avoid about getting into a fight. Also, as you saw, if you can lure them over to the left a little bit, it does also help you in the long run as well. Okay, that's all the beans you get over here. The rest of the beans are going to be in that area that I didn't go to yet, so let's go quickly head over there, and I'll go show that off, and we'll get the beans there, and that's going to pretty much wrap up the episode, guys. We'll definitely get into the meat and potatoes of Bowser Castle next time, really get back into the plot. Well, I say really get back into the plot, but there's actually still a little bit of extra side questing we're going to be doing next episode as well. That's just the way these RPGs work, though. Tons of, side quests everywhere. But in this section over here, as you can see, it's the second Blubble Lake pipe, so now we have a pipe over here as well. Not really going to make that much use of it now, because obviously, you can get to Bumpsy Plains from here, Mario and Luigi, pretty easily. And from Bumpsy Plains, you can obviously get, anywhere. You can easily get to Dimblewood, or just many of the other areas in the game you can get to from here. But for now, I'm not going to really bother, and that's all the Blubble Lake beans, by the way. There's a little hidden one way up here, kind of funny. But I'm not going to really bother going to Bumpsy Plains or Dimblewoods or anything like yet. I'm going to be doing that after the next Bowser section, because there's actually going to be stuff we're going to need to do with Mario and Luigi in those sections that we can't even access yet. So overall, you want to wait to get a couple extra skills with Mario and Luigi before you head over there. There's actually going to be another new field skill we're going to need to learn to access a lot of these areas anyway, or just to fully access, get the full amount of goods out of these areas. So I'm going to save that for later, for the next Mario and Luigi section. But for now, guys, this is LuckySevenDX signing out. That's enough side questing. In the next episode, we're going to be exploring the Bowser Underground, Bowser's Castle, wherever you want to call it, and do some more actual plot stuff as opposed to side quests. Be more plot than side quests next time. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.